All right, so we're talking about habits. We're talking about how we grow. And I want you to listen to some commentary, the inspiration of Scripture about how Jesus grew. Jesus grew, Scripture says, in wisdom and stature and in favor with God and man. So he grew wisdom, stature, favor with God and man. All right, so how did he grow? Well, he grew intellectually with wisdom. He grew physically in his stature. He grew spiritually with favor with God. And he grew socially in his relationships with mankind. All right, so how do you want to grow in 23? What are some of your who goals? Now, as your pastor, while I am just tickled that you want to grow maybe intellectually, or you want to grow physically, or you want to grow relationally, I think all that is phenomenal. My primary concern is that you would grow spiritually, okay? And I want to look at the life of Jesus to really dissect how he grew in favor with God. Do you know how he grew in favor with God? Here's what Scripture says. He went out as usual to the Mount of Olives, and his disciples followed him. What does that mean? He went out as what? As usual. To where? The Mount of Olives. What happened there? He prayed to his Father. He grew in favor with God. It was a habit, as usual. There was a place, the Mount of Olives, and he had a task, and that was to connect with God. He had a habit. What's a habit? A habit is something you develop through practice and repetition. Does it mean you're going to fail? Yep, it does. But it's through the practice and the repeated effort that you continue to grow. Let me show you another scripture from the life of Christ. Very early in the morning, while it was still dark, Jesus got up and he left the house and he went off to a solitary place where he prayed. Let's look at that. Let's hone in on that verse. What did he do? When? Very early in the morning. How early? Before it was even light out, while it was still dark. Where did he leave? His house. Where did he go? To a quiet place. And what did he do? He prayed. Now, this is one of the environments here at Pathways Church that we call our chair time. We call it a space, a time, a chair where we grow in favor with God. And I'm telling you, this is the most important part of every single day of 2023. Are you spending time with God in prayer and in reading the Bible? This, friends, is critical for your spiritual growth. All right, so here's what I want you to do today. I want you to think about where you like to pray, where you like to sit, where you like to go to connect with God. Tomorrow, I'm going to come back, and I don't want you to miss this daily dose because I want to give you some resources in order for you to develop a habit of spending time with God. All right, love you, and I'll see you tomorrow on the Daily Dose.